Alright guys, what's up? This is SonicSol here with another video. This time I wanted to talk about modern controls. A lot of people have been wondering about modern controls, and some people are even talking about, well, it's viable in Capcom Cup. Why are people allowing motherfuckers to use baby controls in their fighting game in a competition? There's a lot of downsides and upsides to using modern controls in this game, and because it is in the Capcom Pro Tour, you're going to have to deal with people that use this, so you want to know these things. I'm in the demo right now. I'm on PC, which, by the way, you should probably play on PC and not play on PS4 because it's much more laggier on PS4 as opposed to PC. What are modern controls? Modern controls are a different layout scheme as opposed to classic controls. If we go to control settings, you can see that the buttons are all different, right? So these are my buttons. There's my light punch, my just light attack. This is my medium attack. For classic, it would be my light kick, but this is my medium attack on modern. My heavy attack right here, this would be my medium kick on classic. This button right here is my one button special. This is tied to a button. It's like your special move button in Smash, the B button, all right? Then you have your drive parry, your drive impact, your grab, which is performed with the light and medium attack, and then you have auto for assist. That means assisted controls. Basically, you get auto combos. So I'm going to show what that looks like in the game now. If I hit the auto button and I press light, I get a light combo starting with standing light kick. If I do auto and medium, I get crouching strong, and then it does an EX move, and then it does the super. If I do auto and heavy, I get solar plexus, crouch strong, into EX into super. Why am I mentioning the auto button along with all these other buttons, and what is all of this stuff? With Ryu, right, you have access to certain normals. They give you a certain amount of normals in this configuration. Some normals that you would have on classic are only on classic. They're not on modern. For Ryu, his light attack is his jab, his standing jab. Then you have crouching short, right? The thing about crouching short is you have access to it all the time, but the moment you make contact with your opponent, you only get access to it once. Every other light attack is a jab afterwards. This, standing strong, is your medium attack. See that? And you get an auto combo into like the target combo that you have. The heavy attack, you get another target combo. You get your standing medium with your medium attack. If you crouch, you get low forward. You get crouching medium kick. Then, if you do heavy, you get your standing heavy punch. If you crouch, you get crouching heavy punch. In the air, you have jumping short for your light, jumping medium kick for your medium, so you have your cross up, and then your jumping heavy punch for your jumping heavy. If I hit the auto button, none of these moves change. But if I hit the auto button with all these light attacks, I get standing short, I get crouching strong, and then I get solar plexus, forward hard punch, right? Which is your +2 on block move for Ryu. The special button here is all like a one button special. If I do neutral special, I get fireball, I get my Hadoken. If I do forward and deep and special, I get my DP. And if I do down and special, I get my donkey kick. And if I do my back and special, I get my Tatsu. In the air, if I do forward and special, I get my air Tatsu. If I hit auto with the special button, I will get my EX special move for all of them. So there's my EX fireball, my EX donkey kick, my EX Tatsu, and then my EXDP. There's a very good reason as to why EXDP and regular DP are tied to forward and not down. This is because if you do EXDP, it's invincible. Your overdrive, OD, Shoryuken is invincible, and they don't want you to do it from down back. Other games, like DNF Duel, have it to where their one button special for their DP is down plus the MS button, which as a result, you could easily react to somebody jumping in while you're crouch blocking, and you could easily hold down back to block, and then the moment somebody tries to attack you, you just do DP. It's a very good defensive option, and you could hold ground. Whereas if you do forward, you're not blocking, right? You're not blocking and then doing the DP. Instead, you're forced to get up and do forward and then do the motion for the DP. In this case, it's just two buttons. You see what I'm saying? Now, you could do this with regular inputs. So if you do the motion for Shoryuken and then you do any two attack buttons, you'll get EXDP. Same with Fireball. Same with Tatsu. Psych, you don't have access to Tatsu on modern controls with the raw input. You actually only get it with the special input. What about Donkey Kick? donkey kick is quarter circle forward and kick, right? But you don't get access to that because quarter circle forward and 2 attack buttons are your Hadoken. So how do you do donkey kick? Well, you have to use the special button. So Tatsu and donkey kick only have one version for their normal version and then their EX versions. You don't have access to the full suite of all your special moves. You have access to the EX versions, however, you cannot do them raw, right? If I do quarter circle back, I get Hashogeki. It's because it's prioritized within the attack buttons what they want you to use. What happened to the other normals? I don't have standing heavy kick. No matter what I press, I don't have standing heavy kick. I also don't have back fierce. Back fierce, I don't have that. I don't have my back heavy punch, which is faster than my standing heavy punch. And I could link that off of my standing strong, right? I could link that off of my standing strong, but I don't have that, right? I don't have no back fierce. Also, I don't have jumping strong. I don't have jumping medium punch. I just have this. No matter what, if I press the assist button or not, I don't have it, right? So that means all the combos you would get using an air-to-air jump medium punch into EX Tatsu, you don't get that. You don't have that strong air-to-air juggle option. Same if you did like EX donkey kick, for instance, right? You don't get the jump medium punch conversion after that. So you lose out on a lot of different things. And the reason why like standing heavy kick is important with Ryu is because that's your main punish counter button for when somebody whiffs something like a DP. If somebody whiffs a DP, then you could whiff punish them with the standing roundhouse. It causes punish counter, it crumples them, and you get a full combo. And on regular hits, standing roundhouse is plus enough to link into crouching medium kick. But without standing roundhouse, you miss these things. And as a result, you lose out on overall damage potential in the long run. With drive rush combos and with combos in general, there's a native scaling to drive rush combos and just combos using the drive meter. I'm going to show you, however, a combo in modern mode using drive rush, and then I'm going to show you the same combo on classic controls. All right. So this is the combo I'm going to try to do. It's going to take me a few tries. Hopefully I don't fuck it up. DJ Madara, thank you for the tier 3 resub for 2 months, by the way. Appreciate it. Now then, hopefully I get this first try. Okay. So this is the combo on modern controls. As you can see, I'm going to show you the combo, the same combo, but with the added normals from classic controls. So I'm going to show you side by side. In both, you're going to see that there is a 20% difference with the damage that you do between modern controls and classic controls. Also, because I have the added normals with standing roundhouse, like I said, standing roundhouse goes into crouching medium kick naturally on regular hit. So as a result, you're able to extend the combo by adding extra normal. You're also able to do certain things like get fierce DP instead of medium DP because you have access to a different strength donkey kick. Modern controls only have access to one type of donkey kick, which I believe is light kick donkey kick and medium kick Tatsu. You only have access to those two specials with the auto special button. And as a result, you miss out on having very nuanced speeds to your special moves, right? Because these have 3 different speeds and they're active for a certain amount of time. The Tatsu is the biggest indicator because the medium Tatsu is different from the heavy Tatsu, which side switches. The biggest advantage to modern controls, despite the fact that there is a damage differential, is the fact that you have one button specials. You don't have to do a whole motion, right? You have the different versions of DP, so you could do the medium DP, which has the airborne invincibility. The upside is that it's all one button if you want it to be. So if you want one button DP, you can just do forward and special. You can just do this. You have access to it. You could just do the special and heavy, and you get access to the one button super, or the 2 button super rather. This is really important because depending on the specials that Capcom binds to the special button and dependent on the situation, this is huge. Not having to do a motion for a special move is very, very powerful. And that's also why I said earlier why they had to think about this. They couldn't put your reversals, right? They couldn't put that on, you know, on a down motion. The only thing they could put for it is your Shinsho. Your Shin Shoryuken can be done by doing down, back, and special. But it costs all 3 of your bars to do it, right? It costs all 3 of your bars to do that. But for Shinku Hadoken, you have to do forward, right? You can do neutral as well, but you can't do down, back, and the buttons. You can't. You have to do neutral or forward. Same with Hashogeki. You can do back, right? But you can't do down, back. You can only get Shinsho with down, back. It's the only one button move that you have that can be done while you're blocking. That's invincible. Every other reversal option that you have has to be done by not blocking or only blocking like high, right? But this is still good because, like I said, you're not doing the whole motion for the special or the super. You're just doing a direction and 2 buttons, which is very easy to like perform on the fly with reactions, especially when someone is jailing you in burnout when they do something like this. If you're in burnout, that's almost like a true block string. It's not really a true block string, but you can't jump out. You can't throw it if it's spaced. Like if it's spaced around like here, you're not throwing this because it's outside of throw range. You can't jump out. You can't use any of your drive moves because you have no drive meter. So the only thing you have is your super. And it's easier to react and just do, you know, a button and like 2 buttons and a input. It's easier to do that than a whole double quarter circle forward, you know, a double quarter circle forward input, right? It's easier to just press the button. So that's the difference. The last real thing that I want to go over quick is dynamic controls. So dynamic, as you can see, instead of having like all of these extra options with classic or with the assist button with all the extra stuff, dynamic is auto attack. You just press 3 buttons repeatedly and the game will play for you. It's only accessible offline, but this is not legal for CPT and you cannot play with this online.
Let's see what they try to do here.
If I press my square button, I get Hadoken, right? If I press my triangle button, I get drive impact. If I press my heavy button, my heavy punch button, I get parry. If I press my X button, my light kick button, I get donkey kick.
Is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves.
If I press my circle button, it literally just jumped. Like the dynamic controls, I literally just pressed 1 button and it jumped in and did a whole ass combo.
Sandblast! They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 has the...
Obviously, each button is programmed to do a specific action. It's really just meant for people who just are brand new to fighting. They literally have never touched a fighting game in their life. It's meant for them to just literally do this. I will literally show you my controller as I mash with dynamic. This is not CPT viable. Like, you're not allowed to play on this.
Round 2. Fight.
Overdrive Hadouken. Power experiencing burnout. The jump in catches them. Hits them in their gut. Player 1 fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Shinku Hadouken! Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Still scrapping for control of the space. Both avoiding the wall like a plague. Squeeze in the impact to finish. Player 1 comes away with the win.
Personally, when it comes to modern versus classic, I would say that it is definitely more optimal to play on classic because it will guarantee the kill. But the one note that I want to give to you guys is the fact that some characters may have access to certain 1-button specials without ever having to worry about certain nuances. For instance, you know, you could have Zangief. He may come and he has a 1-button command grab, 1-button SPD, right? Or Guile, right? Guile could probably do a one-button sonic boom. Things like that are very important when it comes to the metagame and being able to play with that added advantage. Remember, you're saving frames. Out of the frames it takes for you to do a whole motion, you're saving frames by just doing a direction and 2 buttons, as opposed to like 7 inputs and a button. That's the biggest advantage. But the downsides are huge, right? The downsides are the fact that you do less damage, right? It's a 20% damage reduction on top of the scaling that you get from doing drive rush related moves or any drive system related moves. You have less normals to have access to for more nuanced situations, less special moves that can be done manually with different versions. So a lot of those downsides do play a part. So ultimately, like I said, it's probably going to be down to what the situation is for people, but I don't think it's optimal to play on modern controls over classic unless you have a very specific character you want to try that out with. Those are all 3 control types. If you have any other questions about the control types, just go back in the video, bro. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Definitely leave a like and comment down below. What do you think about these 3 control types? Do you think modern controls will make a big splash in CPT? Or do you think that classic controls will reign supreme? Let me know. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this.